You walk into someone's home and instantly feel your shoulders drop. The floors are clean, the bed is made, there's no pile of clothes on the chair, and somehow everything feels under control. You leave thinking, wow, this person is just organized. But then you wonder, why does your own mess bother you so much more than it seems to bother them? The answer isn't that you're control obsessed or broken. It's that your brain processes visual clutter differently, and a clean space is how you regulate yourself. When you walk into a messy room, your brain doesn't just passively register the disorder, it actively processes every object in your visual field. That crooked pillow you noticed? The dishes in the sink? Your brain treats each one as a separate stimulus competing for your attention. While someone else might glance and move on, your brain is wired to catch these details. It's not that you're hypervigilant or broken, you simply have a detail noticing brain. This heightened visual awareness means your brain works harder to filter out background clutter, which costs mental energy. The more objects scattered around you, the more your attention gets pulled in different directions, leaving you mentally fatigued, even if you're not consciously thinking about the mess. That exhaustion isn't weakness. It's your nervous system signaling that it's working overtime to process a visually complex environment, and it's a sign that you need calm surroundings to function at your best. Every object becomes an unclosed task. That stack of clothes on your chair registers as laundry to fold. The dishes in the sink translate to washing needed. Your brain doesn't file these as background, it catalogs them as pending work. More scattered objects mean your brain works harder filtering them out, and that effort accumulates. You feel mentally drained in cluttered spaces, even when you're not actively thinking about cleaning. Your brain is quietly processing every unfinished task around you, creating what's called cognitive load, like background apps draining your phone's battery. That exhaustion isn't laziness or perfectionism. It's your nervous system working overtime to process visual complexity. So, if every object represents an unfinished task in your mind, does your home feel like a giant to do list? Comment your answer below. Now let's talk about why this visual overwhelm hits some people harder than others. This conscientiousness, this tendency toward organization, responsibility, and goal directed behavior isn't a flaw. It's how some brains are wired to create predictability in an unpredictable world. When you notice that crooked pillow or those dishes in the sink, your conscientiousness is working. It's pushing you to build systems, to create structure, to make your environment match the order your brain needs to feel grounded. That cleaning routine you've developed, making the bed every morning, putting things back immediately after using them, isn't compulsive behavior. It's your brain creating an environment that supports your mental well being. You're not controlling. You're consciously building the calm you need when everything else feels chaotic. But here's what might surprise you about that cleaning habit. It's not just about you feeling better. When you tidy up before guests arrive, you're expressing something deeper than perfectionism. You're creating a space where others can feel at ease. That impulse to have everything in order isn't about impressing them or proving you have it all together. It's about removing distractions so they can focus on connecting with you. When you ensure there's a clear path through the living room, you're essentially saying, I want you to feel comfortable here. I want this space to feel calm for you too. Your cleaning isn't control, it's care made visible. Your cleaning habits aren't about being perfect or controlling your environment. They're about understanding how your brain works and creating conditions where you thrive. When you make your bed or put dishes away immediately, you're not being obsessive. You're practicing mental hygiene. You're clearing the cognitive load before it accumulates. The more objects in your visual field, the harder your brain has to work to filter them out, and that effort tires you over time. So when you keep your space organized, you're conserving mental energy for what matters. Your need for visual calm isn't a character flaw, it's self awareness. You've learned that your mind feels clearer when your environment is clear, and that's something to honor. Subscribe for more psychology that validates you. What is a topic you want to know more on?